Mystery Murder Island? Cannonball Fury?
How about a nice, safe nap?
Oh, how about Sacky Sack?
We're both looking at the same thing, right? Just the second episode of Ducktales 2017, and one of the main characters blasts a giant hole through a whole tree and completely uproots it. What? Well, how strong is Webby here? I mean, we see her punching and kicking various bad guys throughout the whole show, but can we use moments like this one to estimate or identify her true strength? Well, yes, we can. All we need are a few numbers. Let's start out with the height. So I tried grabbing Webby's height off the bus stop in episode 2, but I wasn't able to figure out anything because of the way Webby was sitting. So using this screenshot of Donald and the triplets, we can use Donald's height to measure Louie, who's just as tall as Webby. Now, Donald is exactly 3 feet tall, so using pixel measurements in this photo, the triplets and Webby are about 2 feet. Now, moving on to the scene with the broken tree, Webby's face measures to 10 inches, the sack is then 3.2 inches. This is where I came into lots of trouble. I tried measuring Louie's face to get to the sack behind him and then the hole, but that didn't get me anywhere. Eventually, I tried using the scale factor in feet from Webby to Louie to find a certain amount of distance. Using the distance that is 3 feet apart, I made a line of 9 feet until it hit the very corner of the screen. It seems like a very reasonable distance from the tree to Webby because we can't see the tree's roots on where it touches the ground on screen, but it feels just good enough to work. Also, this tree is alive. I needed to point that out because dead trees are easier to destroy than live ones, as the strength and other aspects aren't being devoured yet by fungi. Using the size of the sack, we can scale the tree to a diameter of 16 inches because 5 3.2-inch sacks fit in there. Now, Webby is a skilled martial artist. This is clear through the whole series. She's always kicking and punching, and being raised by a world-renowned super spy, she has learned many martial arts attacks. It would only make sense for her to be able to break a plank of wood of some of the highest durability out there. Now, I want to point out that I'm not an expert. I'm not completely sure in my mathematics, so if you found something wrong with my math, please tell me in the comments. Alright, thank you. So, if you've ever seen Game Theory's Minecraft Trees video, you've probably heard of the Jenga hardness scale. It's how many pounds of force given to a .44 caliber ball and pressed into wood to see how strong or durable the wood is. It's pretty simple for us. A harder wood gives less dense. Now, because there are so many trees in the world, I had to narrow it down to wherever Duckburg is located. But that would mean I have to find the real-life location of Duckburg. Luckily, there's already a canon answer. Duckburg is the capital of Calisota. If you ever thought California was too big for one state, so did Disney apparently. Duckburg's real-life location takes place near the real-life city, Eureka. See that dent-looking shape in the state by the ocean? Now we can use the real-life location of Duckburg to pinpoint what kind of trees we have. This is where I hit a roadblock in my research again. I was not able to find the specific numbers that I needed for specific trees, and no tree matched what I was looking for. So then, I turned a different direction. I'll be grabbing different Jenga values at different levels, and we'll do the measurement at that so we can see how powerful Webby is at different hypothetical levels. Now, at 500 pounds of force equal to a hemlock tree, and the lowest of our suspected numbers, the kick would be generating about 500 pounds of force, equal to 2,200 newtons. This is actually light, as professional boxers take more than double this amount. At 1,010 pounds of force, matching the scale for black walnut trees is equal to 4,500 newtons. This is about the highest pounds of force that boxers can produce. At 1,167 pounds of force, near the Jenga hardness scale is carbonized bamboo, and is a bunch of Mike Tyson in his prime. Now, not only is that being able to hit the sack straight through the tree and have the sack keep flying afterward, I'm saying that Webby's kick here was way stronger than Mike Tyson's. Now, this is as far as my research was able to get me, because this dent is not only impressive, but it's super vague too. I missed something very important. The Jenga test goes only as far as to dent the wood. Not only did Webby dent the wood, but she broke clean through the tree. She had to kick the tree with so much force not to crash it through the entire tree, but the sack is completely unaffected afterwards. It kept flying. She is probably in the thousands, possibly tens of thousands of pounds of force. but I can't measure how hard she kicked because the Jenga test is only measuring how far the wood gets until it gets dented. Yes, it's only a dent in the wood. I have no way of directly identifying the amount of force used, but it is way higher than just the Jenga test. If she is dozens of Mike Tyson strong here, that's just incredible. Thank goodness that after this episode, she starts lighting up her kicks, or who knows what kind of damage would ensue. Anyways, thanks for watching. Ninja Nerd out.